For many decades, fans have been eagerly waiting for Batman and Superman to be on screen together. And in Batman v Superman, that finally happened. But it is generating a very mixed response from fans and was completely destroyed by critics. So in this review, I will be giving off my thoughts of Batman v Superman, and we will be discussing the Ultimate Edition, as I feel that it is a completely different and better movie. So first, before we can discuss anything, we have to discuss the plot. So, this movie takes place right after the events of Man of Steel, and Batman holds Superman responsible for the destruction of Metropolis. He feels that Superman could easily burn the whole place down if he gets angry one day, and he makes it his mission to stop Superman in case of this threat. Superman, on the other hand, is very unhappy with Batman's method of justice. Batman uses very painful ways of justice, such as branding criminals and breaking their bones. So Superman is strongly against that, and he wants to stop Batman because of that. Now let's discuss the characters. Superman was dull, but he was still very good. Henry Cavill does a really good job at doing Superman, and we kind of see a lost Superman as he's figuring out his place in the world. People were very bothered by this dark Superman, but I was not really bothered. Lois Lane was useful. She was a damsel in distress. Amy Adams did a really good job of playing the role that she was given, but she felt very forced into the plot, and she added a lot of interesting things to the plot, but a lot of her scenes were forced. Now let's get into the good performances. Alfred nailed it. Jeremy Irons as Alfred was really great. It was amazing seeing the dynamic between Batman and Alfred and how they interacted. So I really enjoyed that, and that was one of the highlights of the movie. Gal Gadot did a great job as Wonder Woman, and when she came in, it was one of the coolest things, and that also marks one of the highlights of the movie. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I really enjoyed Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, because in the Ultimate Edition, his character is more fleshed out, and you see how he is behind everything. So that was really great, and I think he played a really good Lex Luthor, and I wish for the next movies he will be a little bit more calm, and he wouldn't make all of those sounds and jitter around, but I still enjoyed his performance. And the best standout performance of this movie was Ben Affleck. They completely nailed the characterization of Batman. There were some things that I did not like, but for spoilers, I can't state them, but I really did enjoy Ben Affleck's Batman nonetheless, and I'm extremely excited for his solo movie. After 2 hours of building up to the fight of Batman and Superman, it is a complete disappointment, because it only lasts 7 minutes and suffers from an anticlimactic ending. So that was one of the most disappointing aspects of the movie, and the whole movie was based around Batman fighting Superman. So for a 3-hour movie, they only fight for 7 minutes, with them building up, with the story building up to this grand fight. So that was possibly one of the most disappointing aspects of the movie, but the Dawn of Justice aspect with Wonder Woman and Superman fighting Doomsday was possibly the best. I mean, it doesn't really make sense why Lex Luthor created Doomsday, and Doomsday had horrible CGI, but it was great to see Wonder Woman on screen for the first time in cinematic history. So that was one of the coolest things about this movie. And also universe building. This movie had a lot of universe building. We got a cool relationship between Alfred and Bruce Wayne. We also got to see some of the cameos from Justice League members. and we also got a lot of lore and a lot of references to different Batman villains and characters, so that was very cool. A lot of people complained about the editing of the movie, but I think that the Ultimate Edition cleared up many of those issues. Zack Snyder is also a great visualist, and he is very famous for his visuals. This is possibly one of the most beautiful comic book movies I have ever seen, with great shots, great visuals, and it is really a spectacular looking movie. Amidst its flaws, Batman v Superman soars high. Batman v Superman boasts some of the best visuals ever in comic book movie history, and we also have the best Batman on screen. Ben Affleck nails his role as Batman, and he just completely gives Michael Keaton a run for his money. Lex Luthor, although he's polarizing, he still is a really good Lex Luthor, and I really enjoyed his performance. Gal Gadot, she was great as Wonder Woman, and I completely loved her performance as well, and I look forward to seeing her in Justice League and Wonder Woman. It was also great seeing many cameos from different people, different metahumans, not gonna say who, and it was it got me very excited for the future of the DC Extended Universe. But let's get into some flaws. The only two flaws that I would have are noticeable plot holes, certain things, certain plot devices that don't really make much sense, and Doomsday. Doomsday was spoiled in the trailer, and although there were some things I enjoyed about Doomsday, Doomsday's presence in the movie, he was used way too early, and it really hurt the future of the universe in a way, because they can't use certain stories and properties in the future because of Doomsday being in this movie. So overall, I'm going to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and I'm very excited for the future of the DC Extended Universe. Thank you for watching the Cinema Talk review. Happy Batman Day, and make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and follow us on our social media, listed below. Stay awesome, guys.